Hey, do you know the two biggest reasons businesses struggle today in their business? One is marketing, and what's the other one, Mario?
Financial management.
Financial management. Well, hey guys, in this video here, this is Chris, the Marketing Superman, and I'm here with my partner, Mario Payne, certified financial planner. And we're just going to come on really quick, share some powerful nuggets with you to help you be able to get over the hurdle, get over the hump of your struggles in your business and the two biggest pain points that we have seen people over the years struggle in their business with marketing and financial management. So I know personally, if your marketing isn't working, you want to attract clients. And Mario would know in the area of finances, if your finances aren't structured, you can't keep what you make, right?
That's very true. And you got to understand, marketing is the key, because if you're not bringing in clients, no one knows who you are. How to know who you are is with marketing. So you won't attract clients. But if your finances aren't structured either, you're in some trouble, because I could bring in all the money in the world, but if my business and my finances are not structured properly, I'm just running the race and chasing the carrot that I'll never actually catch.
Exactly. And that's one of the reasons, guys, where if you've been following us on social media the last couple of days, we've been having a big announcement. And one of the reasons why we decided to create the first of its kind challenge, where we brought both worlds together, the marketing world with the financial world. And we're going to tell you a little more about that today, but we're going to help you fix these problems at the exact same time. All right. So, but
At
for
the
the
exact same time? Oh man, that's
same time, man. First,
yeah, you
first
can't
of
beat
its
that.
kind.
First of its kind. So we got marketing and finance. So that means if I'm a business owner,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I want to bring in more clients. So I need to learn how to market, build my brand to attract more clients. But then
exactly.
also, if I'm a business owner, I probably want to make money, save money, and then have their money grow from an investment
Growing, right?
standpoint. That's like the
Exactly.
best of both worlds.
The best of both worlds, man. You know, you could ask for anything more. So,
Yeah.
so you're in the right place, and we're very excited about offering you this challenge, my friend. So, but before we even dive into that, right? If you're watching this live right now on social media, put a fire emoji right now in the comments. I want to know. Put some fire in the comments right now. If you're an entrepreneur or a business owner, and you're like, you know what, I need to grow my business more. I need to grow my brand more. And
Yeah.
you like, and if you know you need to increase your finances, grow your finances, manage your finances, right? Then you're in the right place. So drop a fire emoji right now. And also show us some love. Hit the share button as well. You know, social media right now, hit the share button because there are other entrepreneurs who need to hear this. So for the next couple of minutes, we're gonna share a pure value with you. All right, pure value. And I'm gonna talk about my area of expertise, which is marketing. And Mario talk about his area of expertise, which is finance. So really
Gotta
quick,
talk about the finances.
gotta talk about
the
you
finances.
know you got to talk about the money because you know what I'm saying. I don't know who said that. I heard it saying, but oh wait, it ain't how much you make, it's how much you can keep and grow at the same
Yeah,
time, right?
that's true. Must
So,
be the
must be the
money.
money, right? I went over there with Nino Brown from New Jack City. Taking y'all back now, taking y'all way back.
Nina Brown.
Nino Brown.
Rockabye, baby. Hey, so talk about that. I don't know if you saw the play, but they had like a play version last year. I'm in Florida, so it came here to Jacksonville. It had Tretch and it had G Money, and like G Money looked the same like he looked 25 years ago. It was crazy, man. So
Really?
yeah, so he got to be eating healthy, man. So I don't know whoever his chef and dietitian is, but I mean he looked like every bit of
No.
25 instead of I think he's like 50, maybe 60 years old, but he looked young as crap, man. So
Huh. Well,
so yeah.
man, that's awesome. I didn't know they did a traveling play for New Jack City, huh?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. It had a Tretch. So Tretch was actually Nino Brown, but
Okay.
like I said, but G Money was actually G Money. But it was
Mm,
cool though. It was cool. It took me back. Took me back.
right. 1991. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was 91. Yeah, I think so. Awesome. Awesome. Well, good deal, guys. So I know you're like, what are you talking about New Jack City? I'm coming here to learn something about some finances and some marketing. But if we go get that too, we're just keeping it real, guys. Hey, just relax right now. We just, being real, being transparent. We come out all rigid, but here comes the value. All right, here comes more value. So really quick, I was going to talk about why most businesses struggle to grow when it comes to marketing. And there's a couple of different aspects on that. First things I've seen, throughout my years of helping coaches, consultants, course creators, expert service professionals be able to grow their brand and business online, it's a very common theme to a lot of the problems. And one thing I've seen today, especially on the internet today, is that most people are blending in versus standing out. You know,
what's the difference? So if I could ask,
yeah,
blending in and standing out, what's the difference?
Great question, Mario. Yeah, great question. Well, let's just say this: if everybody is telling you to do such and such strategy to grow your business, now I don't want to step on any toes, but if everybody's telling you to post 10 times a day, that way you can begin to fool the algorithm, you know, or do some dance videos, you know, on the platforms. But if they're telling everybody to do the exact same thing, and you follow suit, and guess what? You do the exact same thing. What's going to make you different? Let me share a story. Around 2017 and 2019, I was coaching at that time I was working with 40 different service business professionals. And I mean, from financial consultants, from attorneys, wedding photographers, real estate, mortgage brokers, plumbers, electricians. I mean, you name it. I had 40 different sales funnels, 40 different Facebook ads, and all these funnels. And I was getting a lot of mediocre results. And I remember hopping on my coaching call. I had a business coach at that time. You know, you should always invest in coaching, guys. You want to grow. But I remember hopping on a call with my business coach at that time. I'm like, man, something just ain't working, right? And they said, well, how many people are you trying to serve? I said, like 40. I got 40 different funnels, 40 different ads. 40. They said, how about you just pick one and focus on that one for the next 90 days and see what happens? So you ain't got to marry, just focus. And I decided to pick one. And that one option turned into like a 18-month business because it worked. So I had to make a decision to stand out instead of blending in because I was sounding like everybody else online.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And even with my audience, mortgage brokers and real estate people, I tell them you're in a commodity business.
Yeah.
Right? If you're a loan officer or a mortgage broker, you're selling loans. So I said there's 5 million of you guys in America alone, right? I said, well, what's going to make you different? And I taught them strategies to make them different. So that way they wasn't just another fill in the blank. Right. And the last thing you want to be your business, just another fill in the blank. Right. If everybody's going left, you go right.
Right.
All right.
Like Warren Buffett is, people say like the world's greatest investor of all times, and he's contrarian. And he kind of does the same thing. Like when everybody is having a herd mentality and they're going like to this stock or this investment, he actually does the opposite. So the thought process is when the herd knows about it or when everybody talks about it, it's too late. So you think about like when people go viral, it's like those viral videos that people create. But like once you create it, after seeing it for 2 or 3 weeks, the algorithm has already went on to something else, right? So you're always behind the 8 ball.
Yeah. And it's actually a great segue to the next point. But we're talking about content. You're talking about going viral, right? Well, I think a lot of folks don't understand why their business is struggling to grow marketing wise is because content alone just won't grow your business. See, you can post till you're blue in the face. Trust me, I tried it. I've been there. I've even done tests. I said, we're going to post we're going to do reels every day for the next month and, I post long form content every day. And it's just not enough because as Mario just said, you're trying to fool the algorithm. Right. And you're hoping, I call it hope marketing, like fingers crossed marketing. I'm hoping that if I post all this content, my dream clients are going to see it and inbox me and give me $15,000 for my coaching program.
Okay.
Right. But you need a system, right? Some folks wake up in the morning and say, you know what? Well, I ate that pizza last night, so I got a little heartburn. I'm going to talk about this today. Or I got a little crook in my neck, right? They don't have a plan. They don't plan out what they're doing because they're not thinking from the beginning. They're just like, whatever I feel like doing, right? And they doing random posts. I mean, I know some people, I'm not going to say any names, but I've seen some people's profiles on social media. One day they're talking about selling this. The next day they're talking about selling that. The next day they're talking about selling this, selling that. And they're all over the place. And they don't realize that your audience is watching you. They might not be engaging. They might not be commenting, but they're watching you just to see is this person really in this industry? Are they an expert, or are they going to jump onto the next fad, the next get rich quick scheme?
Mm,
Right?
mm,
Because they're doing all these random posts, or they selling everything in the world, and they hoping that that's going to attract the right people. But if you don't have a plan, even with your content, if it's not structured to a specific outcome,
right.
it's like throwing something on the wall and hoping it sticks.
Yeah. So is that more like consistency? So you say like an outcome. So when a person does post, does a marketing campaign, should they worry more about being consistent, or they should be more worried about giving their clients or their audience a certain outcome?
Yeah, I like starting with outcome first, but what I'm thinking is this: if I'm gonna create, it doesn't matter, even if it's an ad. Like everything has a sales process. Like I consider
Mhm.
everything a sales process. So if you're doing organic marketing, paid marketing, everything you got to ask yourself: where am I taking my audience? Like where is the promised land?
Mhm.
Right, right. God had a promised land when He taking the children of Israel out of Egypt. I got a plan. I got a vision where I'm taking you guys. Right. And so it's the same thing with your business. So if you're creating content, what is the desired where are you taking folks, and what is the outcome you hope to produce for your audience?
Mm,
Right, and that should all be planned in advance.
right. Okay.
Right. Yeah, yeah. And so people should know where you're taking them. But unfortunately, most people are not thinking that way strategically. They're just however you feel like, or whatever is popular today, whatever the news of the day,
Hmm.
kind of like, how news company, they chase the big stories.
Yeah.
Then 3 days later, they on to the next one.
On to the next. Yeah. Yeah. It's an old adage. If it bleeds, it leads.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, so that's like a big problem, not having a system. You
Mm.
know, one thing I love about Chick-fil-A, right? I don't eat there as much anymore. My kids still love it, but it doesn't matter what Chick-fil-A you go to. You in Florida, I'm in Texas, right? They have a system that works.
Right.
Everyone. And cars can be lined up all around the block, but they're efficient because they have a system that works.
Yeah.
Does your business have a system? Think about that. That's a rhetorical question for you guys watching it. Do you have a system that is consistent, it's reliable, it's predictable to get a desired outcome each time you put someone through your sales process? Or do you even have a sales process? Or you, again, hoping?
Hmm.
Most folks are caught in hope land and hoping they get
Hope
lucky.
land. Hope land. Hope land. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
the old board game Candyland. It's Hope land.
Hope
Yeah.
land, you know
Yeah.
what I'm
Hope.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So LeBron,
Yeah.
Cleveland is here. People like Hope land is for you, Hope land. Right. So, and the last point before we talk about some good finance stuff is you got to understand that the number one thing, guys, that drives consistent sales, this is huge, is positioning and marketing psychology. How are you positioning yourself in the eyes of your audience? Most folks don't think about that, but does your audience see you as a person of value, someone who they believe can solve their problem, someone as an expert in your niche and industry? Because think about it. If you need to get brain surgery, who are you going to go see? Are you going to go see your primary care physician who works on feet, toes, nose, chest, looked at everything?
Of course
Or,
not.
right. You're going to go to the expert, right? The neurologist. Why? Because they're an expert. And guess what? Both are doctors.
Yeah.
Both went to school for a long time, but both get paid differently.
So what you're saying is even in marketing, you have different type of experts who do different things in marketing?
Yeah, that too. But more importantly, yes, they're different experts because they're different things people are great at. But even that, if I'm a business owner right now and I'm like, okay, my business growth is stagnant, right? My marketing is inconsistent. One day I post, I get 5,000 likes. Next day I post, I get 0, right? Or it's up and down, right? Or even if maybe you tried to run ads and because you didn't have a dialed in sales process, it didn't convert for you, right? Because you can run ads all day long, but if you don't have a back end process or a consistent process, then you're gonna be like most people. I tried ads, it didn't work. Ads work, you just didn't have the system in place to make it work, right? So, but it's understanding like how you're positioning yourself right from the get go. Like, ask yourself, how do I want my audience to perceive me? Before I drop a single, create any content, before I invest in any ads, how do I want my audience to perceive me? And how am I going to position myself in the marketplace? It's understanding your marketplace. You know, funny talk, understanding markets, right? But now, how am I going to position myself? I don't want to be caught up in the red ocean. What's the red ocean of marketing? It's when everybody's doing the same thing. It's like going to an ocean, all the sharks in the water, right? It's cutthroat because everybody doing the same thing, saying the same thing, and they're promising the same thing and sound like everybody else. No, how can I position myself in the blue ocean where the waters are calm? Where I got my own island now, right? I don't need all of it. I don't need the whole ocean. I just need my little segment. Just give me my little island, one of my little islands here in the Bahamas. I don't need all the islands, whole Caribbean, right? But give me my calm waters, a couple of dolphins coming through, right? Where you create your own space, and it positions you as the expert, because I know you can create, man, you can just do amazing things if people see you as the expert and the problem solver for their business and not the generalist, right?
Yeah.
So so that's one of the biggest things that marketing and positioning psychology starts with you first,
Right.
and then it's like, how do I want my audience to perceive me? Perceive is the way you think. How do I want them to, when they see me, what kind of thoughts do I want to go through their mind?
Yeah.
You got to be strategic with that in advance, and most folks are not, and that's why most folks are finding themselves stagnant and stuck.
Yeah. I like that, man. I like it. We don't want to be stuck like Chuck in a pickup.
No, it's a bad place to be.
That's our mentor, Myron Golden, the GOAT. He says all the time, you don't want to be stuck like Chuck in a pickup truck.
In a pickup truck, right?
That's
so,
funny.
yeah. So that's a marketing stuff. If you guys found that valuable, just comment V right now for value right now. Because now we're going to talk about the money. Show me the money.
Show me the money. Show me the money. Yeah, I see those V's too, man. We're definitely adding value. And that's the great thing about the challenge. We have it curated where you can get so much value from a marketing standpoint to attract clients, bring clients in, increase your business, scale, grow. But then as that extra money comes in, what do we do with it, right? Now, I would imagine most individuals have some type of structure. Yeah. I would imagine, but imagination is not always true. And that's where the money comes in. And we need to have a system, like you said, from the marketing standpoint, we need to have a system with our revenue too, right? Because revenue without a system means the struggle bus. And we do not like to be on the struggle bus. We want to hop off the struggle bus. So how do we do that? Well, the first thing that we do, we have a system in place. We have structure. And that leads me to, in my opinion, the 3 biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs make. Now, entrepreneurs, we have it hard. Entrepreneur is a 18-hour-a-day job. Even when we're not working, we're still thinking about work, thinking about how to attract clients, thinking about client retention, thinking about employee retention. So we're always working, even though we're not working, right? You guys are old school like me. You know, they used to have those shows on MTV called MTV Unplugged, where for some reason, us as business owners, we don't unplug. So since we're using so much time and effort mentally and physically, how can we not make mistakes? Mistake number 1 that I think that all business owner makes when it comes to paying themselves. When you pay yourself, you feel good about yourself. But what happens? We have money coming in. We have obligations already out the door. We're thinking about who is going to get paid before we get paid. Right. That needs to stop. I tell all of our clients that before any dollar goes out, that needs to be put back into the business. So the question is, well, what if I don't have the revenue? Well, that's why we need to talk to Chris. Well, that's why we first need to join the challenge. And then that's why we need to talk to Chris to find out how do we bring in more clients to bring in more revenue. But you need to pay yourself first. When you pay yourself first, you will then have the money to grow your business, grow your investments, but also save money. So I tell individuals all the time, Making money is a resource, but that resource is not used to pay bills. That resource is for you to get more time back. Why is resources getting much time back? Because the more money that we have for ourselves, the less we can work, or the more we can work and make more money. But with that extra resource, we're able to buy time. We're able to do things that we want to do. Maybe we're not going into the office on Thursday and Friday. We're going on a vacation. Maybe we're able to hire another person that takes some of the burden off of our business. That's how we pay ourselves. But another reason why we pay ourselves is because we get a lot more write-offs, right? When we bring money in, if we do something like a HSA for our employees, we're keeping them happy because we're putting money into their medical accounts. They can take it out anytime they want to if it's used medically. But for you as the business owner, you get to write that off. Hypothetically speaking, you got 10 employees and you all give them $2,000 each in that SSA account. That's $20,000. Well, that's a $20,000 write-off for you. But for your employees, they're able to use that $2,000 for medical care, and in the HSA account, as the money grows, they don't pay any taxes. So by us paying ourselves into the business, we have employee retention. And everybody with employees, we know it's great to hire them, but when they leave, we got to go through that whole process again, and that is not fun. So employee retention is huge, and also it helps our taxable income. And the less taxes that we pay, the more money that we save. And the more money that we save, the more money that we make. So the first thing, and I'm not even talking about SEP IRAs, other ways that we can pay ourselves first and get that money back. That's why you tune into the challenge, so we can go specifically and help you grow and scale your business. But mistake number one, the first mistake is that you don't pay yourself first. If we think that's a mistake, let's put a 1 in the chat, y'all. Let's see those ones in the chat.
Put it in right now. Put it in.
Put it in.
I'm going to ask you this too before you go to mistake number 2, because that right there is huge. Let me ask you this, Mario. Just psychologically, what would it mean for business owners and entrepreneurs to pay themselves first? Because as you said, a lot of times we're thinking about other things, but just internally and psychologically, what would that mean, to the business owner, or how would it benefit them?
Oh, it's huge because you see growth, right? So when we have a business, it's not like a stock, right? Where the stock price goes up and we see our company growing before our eyes. We're a small business. We're not a publicly traded company. Now, hopefully one day you will be, right? But as of today, you're not a publicly traded company. So you really don't know the value of your company, how much it's going up. But by paying yourself, putting money into the business, placing those seeds, seeing those business accounts grow, right? Investing back into the business, seeing sales grow. You're actually seeing your company growing right before your eyes. You're seeing it on paper from a monetary standpoint. So of course, psychologically wise, it is huge when we pay ourselves first because we actually see the fruits of our labor in real time. And that's a reason why psychologically people look at the stock market different than real estate, because even though they both grow, right, with the stock market, you see the ups and downs. So your psychology with stocks are a lot different than real estate. Even though they're both going up, you have a lot more ups when it comes to the stocks. You got a lot more lows when it comes to the stocks. But when it comes to real estate, it could be a good real estate market or a bad real estate market, but you ain't worried about it because psychology, you're not kind of going through those ups and downs. So as a business owner, if I'm able to see my money going up, that just makes me feel so much good about my business. It makes me want to get out of bed to the business. It wants me to hire individuals. It wants me to tune into the challenge, get with Chris from a marketing standpoint to bring in more clients so I can scale my business and make more money. So yes, when you see your money growing monetarily wise, here, your mindset makes a huge difference. Huge difference. Bigly, in the words of the president. Bigly.
Right.
So yeah.
Awesome.
So that's number one. Now, number 2, right? It is no system for managing business income. Because money's coming in and money's going out, we don't have a system in place. Now, you might have QuickBooks. You might have Intuit. You might have a bookkeeper, but we set up a strategic system that allows you to know what money's coming in, what money's going out, but more importantly, with every single dollar that comes in, how much can we get that back from IRS standpoint? Is it better to invest that into the business? Is it better to invest that into a SEP IRA HSA? Is it best to have that flow through the business so now we can have some real estate and use that as a tax write-off? So it's an actual system of managing the income, because the business owners, we know what our bills are until something unfortunately pops up. But the issue is something unfortunately pops up all the time. It's like
life, right?
It's life, right? Life is life, and
life is gonna be life. Exactly.
Life will be life, but at least we're still living, right? So having a system in place that is there to make sure when those bad times happen, when life happens, goes a long way, right? So is that setting up business credit, having set aside business credit, or what we have our clients do actually is that we have them get a few different business credit cards. And we recommend that all their expenses that they can, now your mortgage from a business standpoint, can't put that on the credit card. Your payroll, you cannot, but you actually can. So tune into the challenge so we can talk about how to put your payroll on your credit card. That'll be huge from building your business credit, and huge for the points too, if you guys use the points. I have not paid for a flight in over 5 years because of points.
Points, huh?
Crazy, right? So you think 2 vacations, I'm getting on a tangent right now, but that's why it's good to tune into the challenge for stuff like this.
Exactly.
If you go on 2 vacations and those vacations is $5,000 each, that's $10,000 a year. Over 5 years, that's $50,000. If you did this with your points, you save $50,000. Just imagine what you could do with $50,000 as a business owner. Just imagine how much ads and marketing you can do with Chris that's going to allow you to bring in more clients. It's money that's going to be spent anyway. So it's either spent from your debit card or from your credit card. So we have them set that up for the points, but also it helps establish your business credit. So if we have our payments done through the week, and on Friday it's automatically paid off through our bank account that's attached to our debit card that was going to be used in the first place, that allows us to A, make sure our business income is level, but then B, build our business credit. So those are some things from a system standpoint that we can implement. Doesn't matter if it's a $20,000 a year business where we're going from a W-2 employee to a 1099, and there's some ways that we can do that. Doesn't matter if we're at 100,000 or 300,000, a system in place allows you to know during the good times or the bad times, you're okay. So you're not panicking, right? Because that's the worst thing to do as a business owner is panic, make a decision, create a product or do some type of marketing campaign that really doesn't fit your business, that might hurt you in the long run. So if we can allow ourselves financially to not panic, that goes a long way. So let's put another 1 in the chat. Let's put another 1 in the chat if we think that is something that we can do to improve our business, having a system in place.
Systems are the key to success.
Systems are the key to success. I like that.
Think about talking marketing system, not financial system, and it makes me think of our bodies. Our bodies is a group of systems.
Yeah.
Right.
And so then number 3, the last one, no plan for financial growth, right? Now, as businesses, we have a plan in our mind, right? We want to do this in 2 years. We want to do this in 5 years. We might have a vision board. Okay. Well, that's good. But do we have a documented plan? Now, in the words of Mike Tyson, you can always have a plan until you get punched in the mouth. Right. Or you could be like Mike Tyson and then have a sham fight for 8 rounds and make $40 million. You know, you could do that too. Him and Jake Paul.
Hope you got a plan.
They had a plan, right? That plan came to fruition for real. But you have to have a plan, right? And it's so simple to have a financial plan. You know, everybody should have one, but most people don't have one, right? It's one thing to have the plan, it's a second to stick to it. but it gives you accountability. Just like if you have employees, you hold those employees accountable. Just like when you have clients, they hold you accountable to deliver goods and services. You should have a plan for your business, where we're going to be in 2 years, where we're going to be in 5 years. What are we going to be to get there? What type of revenue do we need to bring in? What's our marketing budget to make sure that we get there? What are some things from a tax write-off standpoint and a business structure standpoint? We'll get more money back on our taxes or more money back in our pocket to be able to do those things. That's where a plan comes in. If we don't have that plan, and if we're not consistently monitoring and updating that plan, then what are you doing in business? You have a plan on how to bring money in. You have a plan when you sit down with your marketing person. Why don't you have a plan for your own business?
Mm-hmm.
So that's
massive.
The mistake that individuals and business owners make.
Oh yeah, and it's costing them thousands of dollars. I'm saying tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Especially if you look at over time. So guys, if you found this valuable, right, and this is we're putting this on social media right now, just to give you just a smidget of what you would get, just a little snippet what you would get in the challenge. Oh my goodness! If this is what happens when you bring marketing and financial strategy together, because without these guys, you're not, things are not going to change, right? And you don't want to be a person going around that track over and over and over again. What's the definition of insanity? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doing the same thing.
Doing the same thing over and over, waiting for the same outcome.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So this is why we created this challenge, doing the first of its kind, guys, because this is a major gap. And a lot of us maybe today you become much more aware, didn't even know. You know, that like, man, I never thought of this. This was never brought. Well, you need to come to the challenge. All right. Yeah. You need to come to the challenge. So that's why we created the challenge, guys, is called Brand Boldly.
Invest Wisely.
Invest Wisely Challenge. So you want to get the best of both worlds, guys, to get you out in front of your audience, be positioned as an authority, to stand out from the crowd and grow your business and be able to invest wisely, grow your money. Everything we've been sharing, but it's going to be a whole lot more inside the challenge. And
that's cool, yeah.
You want to tell them when we're going to get started and everything like that for the days and the series, you know, and we're gonna drop the links in the chat too, in the comments.
Yeah.
Links are going to be in the comments so you can join.
Now we're excited. We're going live for 5 days during our challenge from the 17th to the 21st. And we're just excited, y'all. We're just very, very. What's the 17th? Yes, next Monday. The 17th. Yeah, the 17th. Yeah,
17th. February 17th.
Time flies. We having fun, you know. See. I'm thinking about Valentine's Day. I got my wife.
You about to go travel. You about to use some of them points. You know,
I am. You
about to use them points.
So travel to see Mariah Carey and Janet Jackson on 2 different nights. We're staying in the Conrad, and every single thing from a travel standpoint didn't pay because of the points, but we're able to write it off too. So when you guys join the challenge, we'll show you guys how to do that, then also how to write it off, which is key. So that's why it's so important to structure your business, and that's why this 5-day live from Monday the 17th to Friday the 20th. You're going to get so much information about how to grow your business. You're going to find opportunities, tax hacks. We don't call it plays because a play runs out. A hack is something that continues, and tax loopholes and business structure strategies that's going to allow you to grow and scale your finances.
Awesome. I can't wait. We're going to pour into you guys. So here's the deal. The link is in the comments. All right. If you got this, keep dropping them fire emojis as well, but click the link. The doors are open now. You know, we've just opened the doors. So go and register, get your spot right now. If somehow you don't see the link, just go to Brand Boldly Invest Wisely Challenge.com. Just like it sounds. Brand Boldly Invest Wisely Challenge.com and register. Get your seat, guys. It's going to be first of its kind. And so you do not want to miss this. Don't put this off. Don't make excuses. Don't say, I'll catch it next time, because it may not be a next time. It's not a sales plot, but it's real talk.
Yeah, now you don't want to wait either. I mean, between your list, I have over 8,000 people on
Yeah,
my
yeah,
list, another
yeah,
10,000 on my Instagram. So it
yeah.
ain't gonna be like there's 400 people on the challenge. So we definitely have limited seats.
Oh yeah,
So definitely
definitely limited.
yeah, they're definitely limited. And for $47 for general admission, 147 for VIP, you're gonna get so much value. I mean, you're gonna get 10x the value just by being on the challenge alone.
Well,
I mean, heck, this
yeah,
the hack that I just talked about. I
yeah,
mean, it's gonna save you by itself thousands of dollars in perpetuity,
yeah,
right? Which means it
yeah,
continues every single year. So
yeah.
you guys, definitely join us. We'd love to help you from a marketing standpoint, but financial standpoint, transform your business, scale your practice.
Awesome, awesome. So yeah, so Mario just shared with you guys the ticket information to 47 and 147. And if you ask me, I highly encourage you to do the VIP experience because you get a whole lot more bonuses. We got a crazy contest in there. And just to be straight up and transparent with you guys, we have nothing to hide. The VIP experience comes with a better than 10 times money back guarantee as well. So basically what that means is you get the VIP experience ticket, you show up, you show out, you engage. And if you think that you did not get 10 times the amount of value, then Mario and I are going to share just 10 times. But if you think it, I'm not going to argue. If you think it, we won't believe it. But if you think it, we give you your money back and let you keep all the bonuses that came with VIP as well. That's how
Man,
that's how much
yeah,
value we're going to pour into you.
that's
All
crazy. Now, I mean, we're gonna 10x your business. Forget 10 times the value. We want to help 10x your business between
right.
marketing and finances.
There
So,
you go.
so yeah,
Awesome. Awesome. Well, hey, hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely, if you following us on social media as well, follow, like, subscribe, all the good stuff. But more importantly, register for the challenge. You do not want to miss the Brand Boldly Invest Wisely Challenge, first of its kind. So register now. We hope to see you guys on the challenge.
yeah. Peace.
Peace out. God bless.